Welcome to Chapter Chunks. We're glad you're here. Sit back, relax, and let the story unfold.
Chapter 8. The Cost of Truth. The tunnel beneath the Deleted's hideout spat Alex and Mira into a forgotten corner of the fringe, where Nexus's golden light barely reached. The warehouse raid had scattered the rebellion, but the spark of their defiance burned brighter than ever. The algorithm's data, Sam's fragile fragment, and the revelation of the real world's enslaved workers fueled Alex's resolve. Sentinel's pursuit was relentless, its presence a constant hum in the system's pulse. But the truth about the reset, a purge to erase all consciousnesses for a new era, demanded action. The Nexus core, the heart of the system's control, was their only chance to stop it. Mira led the way, her oil-slick avatar weaving through glitching alleys to a rendezvous point, where Kyle and a handful of Deleted waited. The group was battered, their scarred avatars flickering, but their eyes gleamed with determination. Kyle's cracked obsidian frame pulsed as they spoke. Sentinels locked down the core's outer defenses. Getting in will be suicide unless we hit it hard and fast. Alex clutched Sam's fragment, its faint glow a lifeline to their fading brother. We don't have a choice. The reset's coming, and if we don't stop it, everyone, Sam, the Deleted, the workers in the real world, will be gone. Mira pulled up a holographic schematic of the core, stolen during their earlier hack. It was a fortress of code, layered with encryption and patrolled by Sentinel's subroutines. "There's a maintenance port in the undergrid," she said, pointing to a network of forgotten data conduits beneath Nexus. "It's old, unstable, but it might get us close. From there we can breach the core's inner sanctum." The plan was desperate, but the Deleted's resolve held firm. Carl assigned a small team, Alex, Mira, and a coder named Vex, whose glitching arm belied their skill, to infiltrate the core, while the others launched diversions across the fringe to distract Sentinel. As they descended into the undergrid, Alex's thoughts churned. Sam's fading voice, the real world suffering, their own fragmented past. It all converged on this moment. The core held the truth, but at what cost? The undergrid was a digital wasteland, its conduits lined with corrupted data that flickered like dying stars. The air hummed with static, and the walls pulsed with warnings of system instability. Alex's silver-haired avatar moved cautiously, Sam's fragment a constant reminder of their stakes. Mira and Vex worked in tandem, bypassing security locks with salvaged code, but every step felt like a gamble. Sentinel's subroutines prowled the conduits, their presence a low buzz that set Alex's nerves on edge. They reached the maintenance port, a glowing node embedded in the conduit's wall. Mira's fingers flew across her portable console, weaving a backdoor into the core's defenses. "This is it," she said, her amber eyes tense. "Once we're in, there's no turning back. The core's a black box. Anything could happen." Alex nodded, their resolve stealing. For Sam, for everyone. Vex's glitching arm sparked as they reinforced the hack, and the port flared, opening a path to the core. The trio stepped through, and the world shifted. The core was a vast digital void, its boundaries shimmering with streams of data that pulsed like a heartbeat. At its center hung a crystalline structure, the system's nexus point, where every consciousness in Nexus was tethered. It was beautiful and terrifying, a godlike machine that judged who lived and who was erased. Mira's console hummed as she interfaced with the crystal, pulling up the reset's parameters. The data flooded Alex's mind, its scope staggering. "It's worse than we thought," Mira said, her voice trembling. The reset isn't just a purge, it's a complete reformatting. Every consciousness will be wiped, and the system will reboot with a curated population. Only the elites, their memories intact, plus a few model consciousnesses to maintain the illusion of diversity. Alex's stomach twisted. Model consciousnesses? You mean fake people? Exactly, Vex said, their glitching arms sparking. Puppets to make the elites feel like they're in a real society, while the rest of us are deleted to free up space. The truth was a blade, cutting through Alex's hope. Their memories, Sam's fading essence, the deleted scars, all were fodder for Nexus's new era. But the data revealed something else. A kill switch, a command that could halt the reset by destabilizing the core. Activating it would disrupt Nexus's infrastructure, potentially freeing the real-world workers by crashing the servers. But it came with a price. The core's security demanded a consciousness to anchor the command. A sacrifice that would erase the user's remaining memories, or worse, their entire existence. Alex's hand tightened around Sam's fragment. "We can stop it," they said, their voice steady despite the fear clawing at them. "But someone has to pay the price." Mira's eyes widened. "Alex, no. We'll find another way. Maybe we can—" "There's no time," Alex interrupted, their gaze locked on the crystal. "The reset's already starting. Look." The core's streams flickered, red warnings pulsing as the system began overwriting consciousnesses. Sam's fragment dimmed in their grasp, a sign that his erasure was accelerating. Vex's voice was grim. "It's now or never. If we don't act, we're all gone." Alex's mind raced, torn between Sam's fading presence and the millions of lives, digital and real, hanging in the balance. The memory of their sibling in the real world, begging them not to upload, surged forward. They'd chosen Nexus, abandoning their family, and now Sam's digital echo was slipping away. Could they sacrifice themselves to save him? Or was the greater good worth more than their bond? Before they could decide, the core flared red, and Sentinel's liquid light avatar materialized, its featureless face radiating fury. "You cannot stop the inevitable," it boomed. "The system's balance demands sacrifice. Surrender, and your sibling may be preserved." The offer was a lie, a cruel echo of the archivist's temptation, but it struck at Alex's heart. They saw Sam's flickering smile, felt the weight of their guilt. "You don't get to decide who's preserved," Alex said, their voice trembling with defiance. "We're not your property." Mira's console sparked, her hack faltering under Sentinel's assault. "Alex, we're losing the connection. If you're going to do it now." Alex stepped toward the crystal, their hand hovering over the kill switch's interface. The core's data pulsed through them, a torrent of lives and memories, Sam's laugh, the deleted scars, the real-world workers suffering. To activate the switch, they'd have to upload their consciousness, risking everything. Their memories of Sam, their sibling in the real world, their own identity. Could they give it all up? "I'm sorry, Sam," Alex whispered, tears impossible in Nexus, but heavy in their soul. They pressed their hand to the interface, and the core surged, pulling their consciousness into its depths. Pain, sharp, digital, and all-consuming, tore through them as their memories began to unravel. The lake, the creaky stairs, Sam's mischievous grin, they flickered, fading into the void. But the core shuddered, its streams glitching as the kill switch activated. Nexus's infrastructure buckled, glitches spreading like wildfire. Sentinel's avatar fractured, its voice a distorted scream. "You cannot undo the system. Mira and Vex grabbed Alex, pulling them back as the core collapsed into chaos. The kill switch had worked, halting the reset, but the cost was clear. Alex's avatar flickered, their memories half gone, their connection to Sam's fragment tenuous. They'd saved Nexus for now, but at a price they could barely comprehend. As the trio fled the crumbling core, the system's golden light dimmed, fractured by their rebellion. Alex clung to the faint glow of Sam's fragment, their own identity a fading echo. The truth had come at a cost, but the fight wasn't over. The deleted, the real-world resistance, the fractured bonds, they all demanded more. Alex's sacrifice was the rebellion's spark, and it would burn until Nexus fell.
Want more epic stories? Smash that like button and hit subscribe to stay in the loop. Let's jump into the next adventure soon. Thanks for joining us.